to bring together the external web form information into using the mainline music style. So this is the mainline music site, and first of all, let's look at what will happen when the web form comes in. So the web form will come in on somewhere called events and offer sheets. Look at it now, it's currently blank. Currently don't have any offer sheets. Here we're going to have the information where we'll see the information to add the contact, the company, the venue, and the event information and the artist information. We're going to go through that contact, put that information, give the information the option to choose to merge, to add a new contact or merge an existing contact if the email address matches the contact of an existing contact, to add to a venue reference if the venue GPS coordinates match an existing GPS coordinate, and to add to an artist as we have chosen. So in this area here is the offer sheet gets then sent to events. So let's look at stage 1, adding the offer information to an artist. We take the full information, we go to the artist that it might have been requested for, and we transfer the information immediately and automatically into offers for and him in this case. And if the offer for this artist matches a similar artist, we save it in the area here, similar artist offers. So any similar artist, which is not showing here, so if any of these artists got an offer, we heard them an offer for them, the offer would also be filed under similar artist requests, as well as specific offers for and him. Then we're going to move away and we're going to go to what happens. We go back to the offer section here. If we're in contacts, we should also be able to see how we manage our contacts, and if we go through to our contacts, we'll see that we save the contact information in the contact. So it comes in the external form from an unknown user, and we're going to have an opportunity to add a contact like this, save a contact here. So when we click on the contact, say for example this guy here, imagine this, the fields for the contact in the external web form are going to match the fields that we roughly match the fields that we have here. Probably not all of them, because we don't need birthday or dear, but we need the street address and the GPS coordinates to match Google Places. Improve on this, and one phone number. And then if it's a company, we also need the other numbers required for the company. So we need to be able to choose if it's a company or a person, and then save the information. That needs to appear on the external web form. One more question about the same thing. Let's go back. Imagine we're at the events and the offer sheets. If we're at offer sheets, we've done that. We're going to do the venue information. So you remember you build a venue database. If an external offer sheet comes in with the venue information, the GPS coordinates that matches any GPS coordinate we have on file, then the offer must be filed to a venue. So here's a venue. If it matches, for example, this Gaudi Hall place here on the GPS coordinates, we're going to file the offer to there and save the information. So you have this offer sheet here. Perhaps we're going to have a tab put offers through here, and then any information previously related to this offer sheet will be tagged and matched on this section here. First of all, to Shah, we'd have another section here saying offers to be from this venue, so we can file every offer from the venue in this location. And so once we've done the artist filing, the contact filing, and the other filing, then we're going to do the events, which I think appears in the planned events, but if not, I'm going to show you on the function. I'm just trying to work out if you've connected it here. You haven't connected it here, but let's try and see if we can do it through the dashboard. Can I get the dashboard? Internal dashboard. There's the dashboard. I'm not seeing the dashboard. Let's look at the dashboard. Come on, sir. Nope, it's not coming up. Here, okay, fine. Create an event. Come on now. So, no, that hasn't worked. Sorry, 1 second. My events, perhaps. Yeah, this is how it works. Okay, fine. So, add an event. So if you look at this information, once we save the event information, is what we're going to be changing to match the Google Places API, the contact details, and other information. So this should appear at the top. Your event information will be pretty much the same, but this information, not the booking request form, but the contacts for the event and the company for the event and the venue information will be copied from our other functionalities and changed in this section here. This information you're seeing here is supplementary. Save it as supplementary information. It's still relevant, but it's not part of the process of saving the data that we need. So now let's do the very basics, set up your event. So I'll set up an event for you. Imagine we're also using an external web form. We're going to call this Praveen's Barbecue. And it's going to be in Gaudi Arena. It's going to be in Moscow. No, Moscow, Russia. Fine, that's all worked well. The capacity we should put in. The genre should be a free field. We're going to save now anyway. Now watch what happens when the next page, it's in My Events, it will be set up now. So here's the planned event. Let's look at this in more detail. If we click on Praveen's Barbecue, you should see what happens. You should see a new functionality. And it shouldn't say booking requests have been submitted. This kind of this area is now the new area that we'll be working on when we use one agency to process events and contracts. So when we finalize the event from the external web form, it will come to this format and be new event from web form. And this information will be replaced with that information will be the same. We'll have contact, venue, and artist information here under a new tab under these for confirming the event. When we have all of that correct, it'll be easy for us to make a contract and an invoice using this functionality. So that's what you're working on next. Hope I've been clear. Any questions about why you're doing this or why you're doing it, go back to System 1, work through the workflows they get up to creating a contract and invoice, look at their external web form. And one other thing finally is to go back to our external web form and explain that the web form you're going to build is going to be a web form which is going to connect the data fields we already have with the data fields we already have. So here's mainline music. We're going to connect the data fields we already have with, so here we're going to have this one company offer sheet here is going to be where all that information comes into. Our inquiry form will go, so we hit the offer sheet button here, external form 1, this will be a free field. This will be an artist recommendation, choose it, and then these fields will be different. So the contact will be one block, the event information will be one block, and the venue information will be another block, and they have to fill information out. And also the person submitting the form should be sent an option button to click and carbon copy themselves a copy of the request sheet that they sent. The request sheet should be sent as an email to the agent and the admin of the site for Mainline Music at the same time, as well as the person who submitted the email address. I hope that's all clear, and any questions, let me know.